Guys, I hope all is going well for you in the few days that it's been in this new year. I am doing this on January 1st, but you will probably be seeing this on Sunday since I'm trying to have all my planning videos on the Sunday up for you guys. However, a couple of you guys in the Facebook groups have asked me how I am using this as a cover for my happy planner that I'm using this year. Two happy planners. I'm using one as a house management book. I have a video on how I use that as a house management book, also a blog post on that. But then I am using a planner for everything to do with my children. I'm having my second one later on this year, but I already have a very active young toddler. And so I just found that keeping my planners separate works out better for me. And so I don't have like 20 planners like some people do, but I do find that keeping certain aspects of my life separate work out way better for me. And so I'm just gonna go and set this one up real quick so you guys can see what it's like. The cover that I am using is this Coach Bramble Rose cover. I actually got this just before Edison was born, on our way to Chicago. I think I get all my planner covers on my way to Chicago now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I got this just before we headed out to Chicago. I did buy this one pre-loved, but the woman never really used it. This one is from 2016, if I'm getting that right. But Coach doesn't really make these anymore, which is unfortunate because these are just beautiful, beautiful agenda covers. It's nice, great cross-grained leather. Absolutely love how these agendas are. Like I love Coach. Coach is such an underrated brand. But anyway, this agenda cover fits A5s pretty well, and it also fits the Happy Planner Mini. So the Happy Planner that I am using for my children is the Stargazer Born to Wonder, a mini. I just thought this one would work out so much better for my kids. Just in case you guys haven't seen the layout, it does have this year on 4 pages here. So you have half your year spread out here, and then half your year spread out over here as well. This I think is really good for like appointments and whatnot, and like just major due dates that your children tend to have, like doctor's appointments, play dates, vacations that you need to track, things like that. And then I'm honestly not sure what to do with this like gratitude page, but the important dates I think is really good for tracking, like okay, what doctor's appointments, what play dates, things like that, yada yada yada, your child has right up front. They also have a month on 2 pages, which y'all know I absolutely love, but this would actually probably be a little bit redundant for me. This planner is just meant to chuck into the baby bag and pull out and jot down important stuff for the kiddos. Again, I'm probably not really going to be using these pages. I might just let it be pages where I can let Edison scribble and whatnot during downtimes. And then this is what I really loved. This is how the days are laid out. They don't actually number them. Let me show you a month. I've only done January, but this is what the daily list look like. Looks like they don't actually date it for you. I just went ahead and dated it myself, and I found out that this layout works really, really good for me, seeing that I'm not doing stuff every day with the kids, but there's not stuff that I need to put in my agenda every day for them. But when I do, I tend to want more space, and it takes up a lot of space in my other planners. And so this is just a really good day to write down, you know, holidays, which they're going to be at home all day, when we're going on vacation, birthdays, when they have appointments, things like that. I just find that this layout works so well for tracking kids stuff. So this is the planner we are using for 2020. I hope it works out well. I have a really good feeling about it. But yeah, this agenda pops in so easily. Our planner pops in so easily to this agenda. Boom, done. And so it's in there, but I do like to keep a couple other things in my agenda as well. That's why I love using a cover with happy planners. Having a pin, I picked this pin up at Icing actually. Icing has really nice pins, and then they always have a really good sale. So with their sale, I got this pin for about $2, and that does just slip into this pinhole right here, nice and perfect. Again, love having a pin on my person. And then since this is a planner dedicated to my kids, I figured might as well throw some photos of the family in there. And so I have this picture with me, the first maternity photo that I really have taken with our little baby due in February. So I'm gonna poke that in there. Then I also have this picture of Edison that we got taken at our last family photo shoot. And I'll have our photographer's information listed down below too, just in case you're in the Tri-Cities, because she's a wonderful photographer. And then this is also just a family photo of technically all 4 of us. So I'm gonna slip that in there as well. Then I have some sticky notes. These sticky notes are from the Super Mom activity set. I love their activity accessory book. There we go. I love their accessory books. They just have a really good, like, just cards and sticky notes. And I'm a sticky note user. I love future planning. So I'm just going to take this little bow clip. Like, kind of looks like a Kate Spade one, but I got it from Recollections. And I'm just going to bow tie right there these sticky notes right there for future use. I can do future planning. Also from the same accessory book, they have this to-do list. I love these to-do lists. I actually use a very similar set in my work agenda, and so these are going to go just in here, and I think I'm actually going to get a paper clip to keep them on the side right there. So do I have like just a regular paper clip in here? I do. Okay, that made life easy. So I'm just going to stick that right there so I can keep these here. Like, a lot of times I find like I just kind of want to do some planning or writing on the go, but I don't actually want it in the notebook or the planner, so these really come in handy. So what also comes in handy is these little note cards. These are from the smaller accessory packs that Mambi sold of the Supermom. I think that was the original one that came up before the big one. I'll insert a picture of it here if I can find it, but I love these, especially for tracking sickness. When Edison gets sick, I'll use these to track, you know, the time we gave him medicine, when his temperature was, like how his temperature is going, and then when I go into the doctors, I can just hand them this card with all the information that they need. So I'm gonna just stick that right there. Also, speaking about the doctor, we do vaccinate in this house. I have seen what polio looks like on someone who hasn't vaccinated. It is not cool. So we vaccinate, and I do keep track of their doctor's visits and vaccination records. I like having it in the agenda because I will always have this on me when we go to their doctor's appointments, because it lives in the diaper bag. And so I'm going to tuck these in here just so I know where they are at all times. And I think I'm going to actually rearrange that because I'm not, I know that's OCD, but I'm not liking how that's laying. Let's change that so it just lays prettier. I think I want these in first, just so it lays nice and pretty. Weird, I know, but so now let's lay these here. Maybe that didn't make a difference to you, but it made a difference in my mind, and I like how that is sitting a lot better. So I'm just gonna go paper clip this in here now. Okay, and then just a few more things. So this again is from the same accessory pack as the cards were, and these are just some stickers. I'm more of a functional sticker user than I am just a sticker user for fun. And so these are appointment stickers that I can use to jot down appointments real quick, as well as top daily focuses, today stickers, tomorrow stickers for quick on the go planning, as well as some more stickers just to use for appointments and whatnot, and list making. I always find that having some functional stickers is nice to have because sometimes you just don't want to write all those symbols out by hand. So I think I'm just going to tuck those in back there so they don't get in the way, but I know that they're there. And yeah, that is it. That is my Momgenda all set up. I think that's what I'm gonna call it, my Momgenda. All set up for 2020. I am gonna go back later on and actually fill in these important dates, because I do know some important dates that we have coming up, like doctor's appointments, you know, when we're going to be out of town, things like that. But yeah, I hope this was helpful in inspiring you if you are looking just to see what kind of covers out there you can get for a Happy Planner Mini. These A5 size, a little bit bigger than A size 5 agendas, work out pretty well. And then two, if you are also looking to set up an agenda to use just for your kids and the information you need to keep on them, this is how I do it. And this is a little bit more intricate than what I did last year, but I'm really excited about this setup and I can't wait to use it. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I'll probably actually have a second video going up today, because I do need to put my work agenda together for 2020 as well. So anyway, I'm going to leave this video now, and I will see you guys in the next one.